Yo, what's going on, guys? Top of the evening. I missed a night last night. My first miss since I started YouTube. Almost 3 months ago, for crying out loud. I apologize. My damn internet went south on me. It didn't come in till about 1:30 in the morning. So I had no TV, no internet, just my phone with a crappy, slow signal. So that was exciting. Anyway, you guys, let's pop right into the son of a gun. I seen a lot of people. There's some weird madness going on. I really do believe that. I hate to say it. I listened. Dave Lauer was talking tonight. If you don't know who Dave Lauer is, he's probably one of the most respected dudes. He's an old quant trader from Citadel. He's been in all sorts of documentaries, lots of books. I've got 6 or 7 books that I've read. He's mentioned in a couple of them. The books that he is mention that he has read. Anyway, long story short, this whole thing with the dark pool, and now Dave's reporting that everything gets reported to Fintel. There's so much. Where I'm going at with this, you guys, I think I think we're digging for positivity. We're digging too deep, and this thing is as simple as it gets. And I hate. And I mentioned this when I was on with Jackson, all my buddies that are in this play with me, and, they're asking questions and this, and you try to explain everything, and it's not that they're stupid. Believe me, you guys, all of us, we've dealt with this for 6 months, most of us, and we understand a fraction of it. Everything gets uncovered one day, the next day it's debunked, or we think this is going to go this way and it goes that way. We have to know. You guys, this play... These hedge funds like Citadel, my obsession, you guys know my obsession with Citadel. Why I'm so obsessed with Citadel is they are the elite of the elite. They walk that line. They hire all the smartest people in the world. The whole thing with them setting up in hotel rooms and digging miles of cables and finding locations where they're going to get the fastest. It's just maddening. And I've said this a zillion times, you guys, and I hate to sound repetitive. The simple thing we have to do here is hold this stock. I don't care that Adam Aaron didn't, a lot of nonsense today. Oh shit, where's the share count? And who cares? They got to file with the SEC. We'll know in a couple of days. It doesn't matter. We've known that the outstanding shares is much higher. We've known since March, the share count from Adam Aaron. March was a different ballgame. You want to talk about between March and then the run in June until now, night and day difference. We know that it's higher. The share count is not going to cause a squeeze tomorrow or this week. It's just not going to. But where I'm running at with all of this stuff is that we are up against the biggest monsters. The stock market has been crooked since Jesus left Chicago, okay? And we are just little tiny ants in this tiny world. We have our little apps or our fidelities and all of that stuff. All we have to do is buy and hold this. End of story. And I hate saying that over and over again. I hate telling my friends that over and over again because they want to ask a million questions. I answer the million questions. They don't understand. I understand half of it, but it's simple. I truly, honestly believe at this point. I seen Trey did a video earlier saying he wants to get into other things and talk about it. That's great. That's a good idea probably. Because really, all we got to do is hold this thing. End of story. Nothing to talk about. The DD's been done. Everything's been done. So who gives a rat's ass when a share count's announced? The Gary Gensler, again, the 010 is probably the best piece of news that we have ever received in 6 months of doing this. That confirms the squeeze is happening. All of those other dominoes. I remember the Friday, was it last Friday? 2 weeks ago Friday, when we first learned about that, I made a video. Go back and watch it. How excited I was because, and I said this in that video, that 010 made so much sense for all of those other rules that have gone into place where everybody out there, not everybody, a lot of people were complaining, oh, these, you got to enforce them. You can't. We're going to blow up the entire gosh dang market, okay? But where I'm getting at with this is I truly think we need to really tone this down, simplify it, and just hold. We're running out of summer. Let's run outside. I'm doing it, and believe me, it's hard for me to do. I'm that type of guy that wants things now, now, but I understand this. So I think we just need to tone it down. You guys know what I'm going to do here. I'm not going to go over repetitive stuff. I'm going to find some fun stuff. I love doing this, and I'm going to continue to do it. But I think we just need to drop it down a notch and just understand it's coming. It could be next week. It could be in a month. It could be from 6 months from now. But by no means, and I truly, honestly believe this, we have gained so many people since January, February, the run in June, all of these institutional buyers that have came in. We have watched Fidelity. We have watched BlackRock. We have watched all these Vanguards. And the other thing is, too, and I didn't touch on this, but all these little credit unions, you know, the New Jersey Teachers Fund, those type of banks do not get into plays unless they are certain something is happening. They're not buying in, whenever they bought in the last 30 days-ish, roughly, they're not buying this stock in hopes it runs up. Something's up. We know it. We know the DD. Okay, I'll shut up. But anyway, you guys, seriously, I think a lot of people are just really looking for, we hope something that comes true. And I've seen it today with the shareholder stuff and, why is it private? Who gives a rat's ass? We don't understand hardly any of it anyway. What do we care? Buy the damn stock, hold the stock. Okay, let's touch on a few things. What were we down today? Maybe 2% or whatever. So not a bad day. Held at that 38 buckaroo mark, a little bit of, $40. I think we touched 40 twice maybe, I believe it was. Ortex data, I'm not showing that, as you guys notice, every day. It's out there all over the place. It's not really changing that much, but today's changes, remember T+2, plus 3.48% short interest change. Estimated short interest 15.49%. Dark pool again, we were at 67%. Oh, we dropped her down under 70 for crying out loud. 52.4 million shares traded today. Dark pool volume was 35.3 for a total of 67%. So still, we're going to hover in that type of range, right? Oh, that was Gary. I didn't mean to have that up. Gary's tweet, look at this. About 6 months ago, a stock went from $20 to $480 and back down to $40, all in a matter of weeks. I think these events are part of a larger story about the intersection of finance and technology. You think so, Gary? Now Gary's on Twitter. We got to see. Is he going to really? I doubt he's tweeting it, right? But still, awesome. Ah, boy. This just brought a smile to everyone's face, didn't it? I'm sure it did today. Look at Vlad and this handsome fellow over here. I don't know who he is. Looks like Vlad's brother, cousin, something. Anyway, Robinhood has the worst debut ever for IPO of its size. Another thing I've seen, too. Somebody was talking about how, oh, God, it just makes my head explode, that Robinhood opened up their IPO at 38 bucks. AMC's at 38 bucks. AMC dipped down today. Robinhood dipped down today, saying that Robinhood is following AMC. What? I don't get it. Somebody comment if they understand what that have to do with the price of pork in Israel. I have no frickin' clue what that means. Anyway, so let's touch on old Vlad here over here, boy. Robinhood Markets Inc. wanted to make history with its initial public offering, and now it has for the wrong reason. Shares in the brokerage behind the meme stock Revolution fell 8.4% below the IPO price in the company's first trading session. That's the worst debut on record among 51 U.S. firms that raise as much as cash as Robinhood or more, according to data compiled by Bloomberg. It dethroned the 2007 IPO by another brokerage, MF Global Holdings Ltd., as the worst debut among qualifying firms. MF Global was down 8.2%. So good job, Vlad. You broke the record there from 2007. That held a while. Let's see how long you can hold that one there, buddy. This I found amazing here. Remember this old fella here? We touched on this a couple weeks ago when or somebody found it, and I think I touched on it maybe a month and a half ago. And the board of directors on the DTCC, Mr. David Ings, remember him? Is global head of operations at Citadel and Citadel Securities. I can't remember where I've seen this. Maybe on Webull. Anyway, Mr. David Ings, right? But then take a look at his bro. I'm assuming this is his brother. Sean Ings is a resident of the Cayman Islands. He's a lawyer in the Cayman Islands. Anything that goes on in the Cayman Islands, beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous over there. But there's a lot of shady money, offshore, anyway. Sean Ings is a resident of the Cayman Islands and is a qualified attorney with a background in corporate and investment funds. Sean is a professional director in the Cayman Islands, registered pursuant to the Directors Registration and Licensing Law 2014, is a member of the Cayman Islands Directors Association and serves as an independent director on the boards of hedge funds, private equity funds, fintech, and other investment companies. I found that kind of crazy, but you guys take care. I'm not saying anything, but that's just kind of wild, right? Again, we're just little ants in the middle of the ant farm. This was funny. How Elon Musk reacted to suggestion that AMC should accept Dogecoins, right? All he did was AMC really should accept Dogecoin. It makes sense. Do you agree? Dogecoin, pound AMC. Steven did that. And then down here, the tweet gained 3,500 likes and 272 comments at press time. More importantly, it caught the attention of none other than Tesla Inc. CEO Elon Musk, and he promptly liked the tweet. We're making an article out of this, boys and girls. Boy, everybody, gosh, that's why, Elon, we know he's a genius, absolute genius, but his marketing skills are none other with that stock. Everybody that buys and holds that stock is just a fan of Elon. They love the guy. I love him too. Good for him, right? But why is this an article? I mean, we put AMC in there too, but anyway, I got a kick out of that damn thing. Oh, Scarlett, God bless her, she's suing over the streaming release. Star alleges simulates release of the latest Marvel movie in theaters on Disney Plus service was a breach of contract. I didn't read the whole article. It's been posted everywhere. I was going to touch on it, but we're running out of time here. I don't want to keep this thing going. This here too, you guys, you all know Houston Wade. I love the man. He probably, I think he does it twice a week, but he'll do a damn live stream. They're a couple hours. I've watched every one of them. This guy, he was talking about the damn Bermuda Triangle yesterday. I mean, people ask him questions. This guy has an answer for some of the stuff I have no clue even exists half the time. He's talking about people asking a question, if the world stops for 2 seconds, what would it do? And he broke this thing down like he just learned it yesterday. But I mean, just a sharp man. But shout out to Express Impressions for cutting this piece out. I think this was yesterday's live stream that he did. But I want to play just this last 2 minutes of this. This sums up everything you need to know right here by Mr. Houston Wade. If you guys have not seen him, I know most of you have. Get over to his channel. Houston, we have a problem. I'll post it in the link in there. Outstanding. The guy is just outstanding. And he's from my state. He lives probably, I don't know where he lives, but I know he teaches, Jesus, a mile from me here. So, outstanding. Let's listen to this on the way out. You guys remember, relax. I'm not trying to freak anyone out, but the DD's done. Buy and hold the stock. End of story.
Every $2 AMC goes up is $1 billion in market cap, because there's about 500 million shares out there. So it goes up $2, that's another billion across the board that someone's responsible for. They created so many naked shorts, so many naked shares that failure delivers, that are being pushed off and everyone's trying to ignore and shove under the rug. But all that stuff is going to come due someday. And they're going to have to close these positions at some point, because someone needs to get paid. Someone needs their money, and they're going to demand it. And these hedge funds that made these bad bets, they're going to just disappear. They're going to be liquidated out of existence, and all of that money is going to go to us. Billions and billions and billions, possibly trillions of dollars. So when I called it quite possibly the greatest wealth transfer in human history, I meant it. This is, for the first time in the modern economy, where the economy is on the precipice and is going to collapse, and retail traders are going to come out on top. It's never happened before, ever. Usually every single time the economy's taken a dump, we're the ones who paid dearly. We lost our homes, we lost our pensions, our 401ks evaporated. And this time around, we're so heavily invested on the things that are negative beta that will do the exact opposite of the market, that we're going to be sitting pretty while a whole bunch of rich assholes at these hedge funds will be like turning out their pockets trying to come up with change because they're being forced to by law to sell everything they own. It's fire sale time, and that's what we're looking forward to. So there's my short rant for you.
That's all we need to hear, boys and girls, from the man himself, Mr. Houston Wade. I'll pop a link into for him there. That's it, you guys. No one panic. Hold the stock. We're about to be rich someday, very soon. Love you guys. Bye-bye.